up to this point, I've been filming videos with the smartphone I'm holding, but I decided to change things up a bit. I have here a Canon PowerShot SX740 HS. I got it from Best Buy, and the shipping box had nothing but this camera, and it came like without any stickers holding it in. It's just, this is how the box came out of the shipping box. And what do we have? Well, in here there's like a camera, and there's the list of contents, and there aren't really specs on it except on the front. Stuff you would normally expect in cameras these days, like 4K. But it also has optical zoom. A lot of optical zoom. 40x. More than any other smartphone can do without some modular trickery. This is the warranty card. That's still a thing. I mean, there's also a implied warranty with stuff like this. If it's defective, you know, you should know the drill by now, but a lot of people don't, to the frustration of many return departments. But here's the start guide, and it should be self-explanatory, but I am gonna take a glimpse at the 23-page start guide. Except no, I'm not. Self-explanatory. Registration card, because that's still a thing. So for the product warranty, that's something I'm going to have to do. And this is the camera itself. A lot of technology is black, but I opted for a silver rectangle, which it matches appliances, just not our appliances. And you know, this will not be smudged because it has an actual shutter on it. And in separate compartments, I see the string thing, which, great that it came with the camera. The battery, which is 1250 milliamp hours, but only for the camera. So for the intended purpose of a camera, that's actually better than I would expect this smartphone to have. I have the charger for the battery. It has a removable battery, unlike the phone I'm holding. It looks pretty nice, a lot nicer than the phone I'm holding. It's got 20 megapixels, which is about the same as the phone I'm holding, but it's a standalone camera with 40x optical zoom and 4K video, though I'm not sure if it's 4K 30 or 4K 60. I just want a 4K camera for making YouTube videos, a camera that I could just plop down and film. And phones aren't the best for doing that, for making vlogs, whereas this will just stay on the table and not tip over. That's really why I got that. Also, if I do go out and about with this camera, I'm taken more seriously than doing that with a phone, because it's a standalone item, object, and it has this screen thing which helps if I want to take a video with my face on it. All of that said, if you want to use this camera, it uses, well, there's also a microphone up top, but it has a SD card slot in here, and it uses a full-size SD card. I got an SD card with a micro SD card with an adapter, and also the battery goes in that. But before I continue, I want to know, does that battery come pre-charged? Oh, yeah, and the battery locks in like that. That's the one thing I do want to look into with the quick start, because when you buy something, it doesn't tell you if it comes pre-charged or not. I would imagine not, because there weren't warning labels on the box about it possibly catching on fire. English. So I'm just going to go over to page 7. It explains the colors. Green for fully charged. Again, self-explanatory if we're going by how America does colors on stuff like that. I don't know about your culture, and I don't really care at this point. It doesn't mention that the battery has to be charged overnight or anything like that, and that was a really frustrating way to do that. So I should be able to put the battery in and go. Let me double check that though. Okay, so apparently it does not come pre-charged, but so this charger is 0.7 amps, which you can definitely do that with a device that you know, doesn't take mains power while running on a battery. This only can operate with that battery. So it 0.7 amps for a battery that is like 1.5 amp hours. So it'll take about an hour to fill it up. But once it is filled up, I'm gonna, you know. This is what the video part of the camera looks like. I don't see that much of a difference from my smartphone, and I still don't know the frames per second, but I turned the ceiling light off. It might be an improvement. It does have facial recognition and tracking. Spotlight's on me, got natural lights over there. So I think it's 30 frames per second, but you know, sometimes lowering the frame rate and having a lower resolution can get more of an emotional response. Yeah. So I double checked the settings, and it is 4K 30. It's 4K 30, but that's good enough for me. Honestly, for the purposes of doing what I am doing, I don't really need smooth motion for my face. It would be nice to have that if I ever have the camera pointing the other way. But I don't have a life, so I don't do that very much. And yeah, I did go through all the settings. I would certainly recommend that everyone do that with every new thing they buy, just to see what the thing is capable of and what settings could mess things up if you accidentally changed it. So that is the Minnesota perspective on this particular camera. A unboxing video. I did that. Yay me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video and a lot more from this Canon thing I bought.